Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live stream Twitch week is on, and this is the evening number 5 out of 7. So another 23-hour arena is played right now, and as you can see, the 57 minutes till its end, so it's time for me to join. Yesterday, unfortunately, I lost one game, and it was my only lost game out of 3 days, last days. At this moment we have 1859 players, so probably once again we'll hit 2000, and this is something big, this is something really nice to play against so many players. Of course, we are using the application Checkers Online, which logo you can see down below the phone, and this application is provided by CC Games. This is the most downloadable application to play Checkers Online, with over 100 million downloads, and of course feel recommended by me to download it, to join the game and to enjoy a game of checkers, enjoy game of drafts, however you call it, wherever you are from. We are looking for the first opponent to play against. This arena ends in 56 minutes, and after the game we'll see how many points it was necessary to gather during this arena today to be in the top 3. We are live on Twitch, Checkers Online TV, and YouTube, checkersTV. Feel free to join, comment, play, and here we have the first opponent of the evening from Poland. Who are you, my dear opponent? Dilerek again, no proszę. Powodzenia, Dilerek. Siemanko Manasza, no znowu ja. Każdy stream gramy ze sobą. Dilerek is from Poland, so sometimes I use my domestic Polish language. Mam szczęście do ciebie. Yes, you are so lucky to play against me. The question is, what was the opening right now? Okay, so the same way Dilerek opened a game yesterday 2 times, and all the time I played this move. Luckily I was the winning one last time, but let's see how it goes this time. Okay, I'll go there. And where will you play? That move, okay. Three minutes plus 2 seconds per move we have in those arenas, in this application. Okay, this exchange I think is never good, Dilerek. This exchange should be never good. And I think that if you all the time are losing playing this opening, perhaps you should change something. But I don't know how. Which move to play here, ladies and gentlemen? Perhaps I'll choose this one. So maybe this one now, to limit a bit Dilerek. Is this move 2 to 7 good or not because of 30-26? This is probably my opponent's next choice. I'd like to have something to play against it. I think that that exchange will be good at this moment of the game. I can take forward. I'll show you the comments from Twitch, like that for example. So Nightbot is reminding you to download the application to play with us. So now some combinations and as well exchanges are possible. To avoid it, maybe I'll choose to play this move. Okay. So I think this one may be losing because of this move. And now you can't exchange 19 to 16 because of 142. And after this 20 to 16 I have another surprise for you. I think I'm winning that game already in this position. Okay, so Dilerek is giving me 2 pieces away to try to save this game, but he has no tempo right now. There is no a good move, because probably Dilerek thought about this one, 21-17, but that way brings me with this capture. So that could be problematic for my opponent. Yeah, it's just a victory. I can wait that way. Dilerek gave up. Dzięki Dilerek za gierkę. First game won, actually. Let me update the scoreboard, so I have 2 points against 0 my opponents. And now you can see that to win this arena it was necessary to gather over 340 points, like this Georgian player. So this is one of the best results from this week. Second place for our Brazilian friend, we know him well. 258 points, and third place to Dominicana. This guy I think is known by us as well. He has 256 points. Fourth place to Poland, and fifth place to our friend from Uzbekistan that I have played already a few times. There is a notification pop-up in the application, so you can follow the stream. All the players can. Today, during that day, you did have the possibility of following the Polish Women's Championship on this channel. Transmission, broadcast and comments in my domestic Polish language, but if you just enjoyed watching the games 10 by 10, then you did have this opportunity. Now I'm playing against the guy from the top 3, ELO 1668 and 8,873 victories of this guy. Okay, let me make this attack. Let's see what the game brings. He's trying to be an aggressive one. This is necessary to take it that way. But he takes that way, so I think that I could have this piece already more. I think that was a mistake. Dzięki Danek. Tommy on the chat, is this American checkers? No, this is actually a Brazilian checker variation. So it means that we can capture backwards, and we have the majority capture rule, and also we have long moves of the king, so not like in American checkers. This is the Brazilian version. It's really popular among my continent. I don't know if you are from United States or not, or UK, where English American checkers are the most popular, but this variant of 8x8 checkers have the same rules as 10x10, which are really popular on the tournaments, and the most popular, the most prestigious tournaments are played in international drafts 10x10. So that's the reason why we are playing this variant of the rules. Okay, exchanging is good for me. Once you have one checker more, simplifications are good for you. You get yourself closer to the end game, and in such end games with one piece more, it should be easier to win it. I can make this attack, I can make a breakthrough to a king. In such situations, if you don't know what to play, you can always make a breakthrough. I'll take it. So I just sacrifice a piece. Now the number of pieces is equal for us both. Okay. And I'll go there. After this move I have this exchange to open the line for my king, and that is an advantage of using the long moves of the king. Nothing should happen from this point. There is even a small combination from my opponent, sacrificing 1, 2 and 3. Maybe he's going to play that. But of course I have the possibility of push his checker back by making an exchange 1 for 1. He saw that, but it doesn't let him to save this game. Another victory, 4 points, and my place right now is 564th. I pay another 10 coins and I join another game. 4-0 for me. Brazil again. 1538 ELO, and the guy has 396 victories. Will he play here 1-5? This is very risky move. Okay, so this is opening we've had a few times already. Okay. It could become a bit interesting after this exit. Okay, this is a mistake. So going to the 6th line when I have this structure is always a mistake because of this simple combination. 1 for 2. And limiting the space, the play for my opponent. So now my position is surrounding one. Thank you for explaining. I'm from UK, just downloaded you app earlier this week. Very glad you did it. And thank you very much for that, and I hope that you will enjoy it. Of course, you can play English checkers as well in the application. There you have also version of Turkish drafts and Spanish. Spanish is interesting because there you have board turned 90 degrees to one side, and you have the double corner on the left side and not on the right like here. It totally changes the game. It's funny that sometimes you can find on YouTube, for example, the videos explaining the rules of the game, and people trying to explain the rules are setting the board incorrectly. Then this game just doesn't make any sense. It's a completely different game. It is exactly Spanish variant then. Okay, so I can now use this semi 4 o'clock, so-called formation, and this triangle. So my opponent has only 2 moves left. I can wait here. He can't go there, he can't go there because of this move, and only move to wait right now is 1 to 5. And after another move, he will have no other moves to make. Yep. Moves are done. Simple 1 for 2. Only move that he has is the exchange, after which I wait here 25-22. And you're out of moves. Free for free. Will he get his piece blocked? Or play tonight? People just don't like to have last one piece blocked. 424. Let's go. Victory number 4. 3. So I have 6 points. Russian Samurai is my next opponent. So, just to make it a bit different, I start most of the times with 11-15, but okay, let's play this move. Once I want to make it a bit original, then I try to use this one. Okay, once again I can go to the surrounding. You know, beginners are trying to play to the edges, because they feel comfortable and safe there. But once you play a bit, and for example listen to me, I tell you that central squares are even more important, and then people try to take central squares over, but then there is the risk of another counterplan for me, which is the surrounding, of course. And here in those 8x8 checkers drafts, it is quite easy to use this plan of surrounding. But in 10x10, it's extremely difficult. It's one of the most difficult plans you can try to play. And actually it was invented in 70s already, because first half a century of 20th century only the classical positions were played. And there is also sort of classical position to be played here in 8x8, when you just need to keep your position back, exchange backwards, and keep less stamps than your opponent. Okay, I'm not sure of this move. I'm using now this structure called 4 o'clock, but I don't know how will that work in that position. So it's like basing on intuition. Yeah, totally, I don't know how it works. It can be really interesting, but you know what? I have this beautiful move here. So my opponent can't go here 18 to 15 because of majority that I will use, 14 to 18. That's his first problem, and the second one is that after exchange 24-24 I just attack. So I think this could be a winning position. Okay. So beautiful majority. He takes 2, he must take 2 in that kind of version. I take 3, I must as well. He takes 1 and I take another 2 to the king. Yep, and it's done. So thanks God I found this move. If you want to take my king by playing here 31-27, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay as well. This time I won't let you to take my king. I got into checkers not too long ago, maybe a month or 2. I'm going to purchase your checkers course. Will you be releasing an intermediate course? Of course I will. You know, because I've started my English language adventure with some checkers videos, etc. recently as well. It was about last year. And in 2 months I will have plenty of time to record some intermediate courses, and it is necessary, of course, and I want to bring as many products as I can, and many courses divided into game phases, for example, for openings, middle game, and late phase, which is the end game, because there's so much theory, and the course that I made is, of course, for English checkers or American checkers. And I just want to make more courses and use my experience, because, you know, once you are good at one variant of checkers, then it's more easy to be good in other ones. So you know, 1 year ago I've never played American checkers, but I read 2 books. I bought about 5 from eBay, and tried to learn this game, and some basics I have already, and I'm still practicing to be a better coach on intermediate level. I also know some players from the international draft stage moved to America, and they are starting to play checkers, and there are interesting tournaments, checkers as well. In US you have Hall of Fame, Checkers Hall of Fame, and they play World Championship matches there. Usually between someone from United States and someone from Italy, and last year's Italians win, because you also have the variant called Italian drafts. It is similar to English checkers, but there are some minor differences in the rules. But definitely I'm going to release more courses on more different levels of your play. Canada. Okay. 1668 after 268 victories. 38, sorry. At this moment, my elo is 2173, so finally I am getting some elo, because I lost about 100 during last weeks. Okay, this brings us to the closed position. If my opponent is not exchanging back that way, then it would be interesting. I kinda like those openings, those kinds of openings. And I think in American checkers it's quite good to play it. But now after this move, okay, maybe I will not play to 19 from 23, because there is this exchange 11-16 that I don't like that much, and perhaps that is the moment when I should break those locked position. But you know what, I will hold on a second. For example, this move loses immediately 2-6, so you must be really careful once moving base pieces from your first line. Yeah, this is good because it's not allowing me to play to 19. So that is the moment of the crucial decision. Okay, that was a mistake probably, because I have really important move to play here. Now he can't exchange 9 to 14 because of 20 to 18. He can't exchange here 15 to 19 because of 1 for 2. And of course he can't play... Uh-oh. Did I change the size of it? Yep, a bit. That was not my intention. Okay, it's good again. Yep, double exchange, after which I have 1 for 2 against this Canadian player. So in such close positions, when you have no exchanges in the first moves of the game, there is, I think, bigger possibility for the dark pieces, which are not starting the game in American checkers, they are, of course, to get some advantage. Kalnap, Grandmaster Richard Pask, had published many fantastic books on English American checkers. They are available for free, search Google. But he agreed that it can be available for free, because I don't like, you know, once someone is scanning the book and puts it on the internet, because it's like stealing from the book creator. Okay, I was thinking about this move, 25-22, but there is combination 1, 2, 3 for free, so I must be careful. This move is better than... About Richard Pask, I will show you something. Yeah, so for example, books that I've been studying from, this is the Checkers for the Novice by Richard Pask, and this is quite a simple book, of course. It's green, and I have the green screen, so you see the different color, like my background. So this is thin and a bit easier, but this book is a massive one. Complete Checkers by Richard Pask, and this is that fat, and you have so many championship games here. So this one I haven't studied yet, but definitely it will be my target, my goal in the future. But he is one of the best authors to write those positions, of course. Yes, he allowed that. Tommy, I look forward to the intermediate course. That is exciting to hear. Your channel is so really entertaining and informative. I would like to become a competent player in American checkers, and I would like to bring more content for American checkers players. And you know, most tournaments that I participate in or just visit as a guest are played in international 10x10 drafts or checkers, but definitely I know how big the market is for checkers, you know, and that's the reason why I decided to make it in English, because I've started in 2019 in Polish, my domestic language, and I gathered about 10k subscribers, even not that much, and I don't think, I know that there are not many content creators on checkers or drafts, so that's a great field to work in, and I hope that I will be creating this content all the time, and that way also will make checkers and drafts more popular, because that game deserves that, you know. Checkers or drafts gave me so much in my life. I visited so many countries thanks to it. For example, in 2008 I played in Mindsport games in Beijing, in China, visiting this country for 3 weeks. So under 20, I visited 20 countries, mostly European, of course, next to Poland or other. But it gives you the great possibilities. And of course, so many personal advantages that you have that way, improving your memory, decisive skills, 10 points, imagination, concentration, etc. And people must know that that game is so developing and it's worth to play. And of course we are underestimated by many people, even chess players, but You could see, for example, you could watch on my channel the interview with Vasily Ivanchuk Dilerek again. And when I asked Vasily Ivanchuk, legendary chess player, to compare the difficulty of chess and checkers, he told that calculating all the variants in checkers is even more difficult than in chess because of the captures, obligatory captures. Some people say that capturing is just the stupidest thing in checkers, but it's the true beauty of it, because you can guide your opponent, take his hand and guide him move by move to the moves exactly you want. That's the true beauty of draughts. Yep, Tommy, you should be researching for that. It's worth to know those positions. So this time Dilerek is choosing different plan to play, this exchange. This is also the opening that I've played a few times. This exchange I actually didn't expect. Okay, there are some combination possibilities here. But for that I will need this piece here. So this is losing move, for example, to 6, because I play here, and this is a forcing, a really nice way of winning. When you create a threat and your opponent has no way to avoid it. Yep, after that the counterplay is possible. I can even make this sacrifice, but maybe I'll wait with it. He probably plays here 8 to 11, then I will play here to 21 not to see this move coming. Oh, that's a good one. That is actually a good one, because now Dilerek is making this exchange and gives him some chances of preparing a breakthrough. So I'll play here. This plan usually works in 10 by 10 checkers, but will that work here? I don't know. Okay, so I go here, that after this sacrifice and going to the king, I can give 2 pieces and take 1 with a winning position. So the move that I expect is this one. Okay, because of this one I play here, and this is extremely strong to connect those 2 checkers, 14 and 20. And I think it works in any variation of checkers. And this is winning one already, I think. Oh. Such a big sacrifice, Dilerek. Okay, if I give 1 back and play to 26, he goes to 23, I can sacrifice 2 and take 1. He goes to... This should work. Here, and here. Okay. Should I play that or not? But on the other hand, okay, I don't have a nice tempo to wait. I have 3 pieces more. This is winning position in so many different ways. Okay, I will just give this piece. And I'll go for this endgame. Perhaps it will be a long one. So I use the majority and I go to the endgame 3 against 3. But still it's not easy for my opponent to get to a king. So after this move I will attack, and after this move I go to 15. And it should be a winning one. Because now I attack, he must move away, I go, and I have a possibility of going to a king and attack from behind. And once you have long moves of the king, attacking from behind is extremely powerful. But also in American checkers it is really important, because that way you can chase opponent's checker, and sometimes you can attack 2 checkers at once. So Dilerek can go to the king, but he will sacrifice this one additional piece. You will see how. Or maybe he won't, because I have this move. Okay, I'll just play here. Once he goes here to 26, I make an exchange 1-for-1 with my king. Once he goes to 27, I play to 18 with an attack. And in both variations his piece will be caught, his king, after all. So if he wants to have king, he must sacrifice this piece, that's right. That is what I was talking about, but now I have another possibility of forcing it or not. Oh, that was a mistake, because I give him this piece for free. So it was not necessary for me to make it that way. So now you will see the catching one king by 3 kings, which is a very technical way of winning. And to win this endgame you must have the main diagonal under control, the longest diagonal of the board. Playing here to 30 is losing already because of some catching possibilities. So I go here, I take this line under control. Yep. And I need a 3rd king. I can play here because once he attacks I'll just cover. He must move away. And slowly getting to the 3rd king. And normally on the tournaments you have 15 moves to win it once you reach the 3rd king. This is losing again, playing to 2. So now my job is to take the double line under control, this area. It is under my control. Then you place here your kings on the triple line and the double line. And now you play here, so your opponent must go to 20 or 2, and you build a triangle. Okay, this is winning a different way. So the Pietrov triangle was not used by me. I use the catching possibility on the triple line. So we have another victory, 12 points, and this arena will last for another 18 minutes. But that was a technical endgame. Teraz lepiej to zagrałeś, to prawda. Keep up the great work, and I hope you become successful in this checkers market. I really would like to do it, because you know this is the passion of my life, and once you do something that's related to your passion, then it's not really a work. It's just realizing yourself. I agree with you, I have gotten better with my memory because of checkers, and I have also improved my analyzing skills, which I'm grateful for checkers. Definitely. And you know what? probably, I've heard, there are some researchers that after solving the crosswords, the risk of Alzheimer's disease is reduced for 40%, and perhaps I've talked it earlier, perhaps you've heard it. And once you are playing checkers, I think it is reduced for 100%. For example, last year I was organizing the Veterans European Championships, and by veterans we mean players 50 plus. And there was one guy, Fred Evans from the Netherlands, he was 80 that time. And during the games he just called me and wanted to show me some part of his games, and from memory, drafts 10 by 10, he just put 4 positions from 4 different rounds without any mistake, and everywhere in every game he showed me variants for 15-20 moves, and the mistakes that he has made and the better options that he could have chosen. So it was just amazing. A hint for better technique: before you crown your last checker, occupy double line diagonals. Yeah, that's true, of course, because then you use less moves. Oh, my opponent surrendered. 14 points and I'm in top 200. Absolutely, Kalnap, you are right about that, but I was so confident about winning it after getting the third king that I'm able to do it in 12 moves or 13 maximum. So I decided not to take the double line before. But of course, that should be the best way. If you are looking for the best absolutely moves you can find, then that's the way. Poland again. Okay. So the day before yesterday I collected 26 points, or it was on Tuesday. Oh, this guy was third yesterday and his elo is extremely high, 2050. I beat him yesterday in the last game of the competition, but it won't be that easy tonight, perhaps. I think this move is coming, yep, 7 to 10. So, just not to let my opponent surround me, I can go for this move to 20. I'll just lose temporary a piece here by going to 17. But maybe after this one he will go to the outpost as well. I take here, he goes here, 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 and then 1 for 2 for 1. After 2 moves, it's not such an easy decision to make. No. I'm just clicking. Okay, I'll go for this one. Will he go here to 19? No. At least not at this moment. Okay, so there will be simplification, because probably I'll get the piece back after this 1 for 2. So we will get to the position 2, 4, 6, 7 checkers against 7 checkers. Quite a similar one for both. So you can win it in less amount of moves. That is right. That is why you would like to have king on e5 and d4. That's right. Spanish checkers we have in Spanish checkers we have only 12 moves for winning this endgame. Oh, nice. Pool checkers have 13 moves. But it is possible. In how many? I mean the shortest, the quickest way. And you used to play Spanish checkers, Kalnap? Okay, it's time to bring some checkers from the left flank to play. This one must be developed. You can lose the game because of not developing this one in the same single left corner. This one must be involved. But at first I wanted to make this move to control this area, that those two pieces will be going forward. Okay, I play here, and what will be your choice now? It's getting interesting. Okay, this one. So I'll take this exchange. I don't have many pieces, but now I'm kinda surrounding. Let's move this one finally. Okay. Okay, probably this exchange will be necessary, but there is no point in making it fast. Maybe I play this move. Once he goes here, on the other hand, I must exchange that, or no? After that one I can play another move, this one. There is always an exchange for free. There you play. So I can go here, and you can't make this exchange. This is losing 10-14 because of forcing. After this exchange I can play here to build this structure. So you play there, okay. If I go here, you go here, I go here, you here, and I exchange forward, and I am out of moves. I can make a double exchange here. You know what? I'll just wait. All the time I have this double exchange. And now probably I must make it, because this is not an option. But where to take? It's probably a draw. So once I take that way, then he must cover the gap. For example, here I go here, here, exchange, here, here. Opposition would be for me, but he has the attack as well. Okay, so it's not the best way probably. So I'll take it here. Okay. I can create some chances in this game, you know? Okay, I think more accurate was attacking. Oh, but after all, he can attack that way. I don't see those chances anymore. Okay, if you wait, that works for me. But I don't want another piece exchanged. Yeah, I didn't want and I have. No? Yeah, it's a draw. Sometimes two kings can be enough advantage for winning. I can't offer a draw because you are on the move. because of this exchange. Yep, accept a draw. So I lose the first point tonight, but it was deserved, of course, for my opponent after quite an exciting games, and such games I would like to have during those streams. Nothing changes in the front of this tournament. I've played against this Brazilian guy, not the Georgian one. I would like to play against this Iri from Georgia. My place is 184, 15 points. 6 minutes only till this arena ends, so I had some long games. Yes, I played them often. Nice to have your experience among different variants of checkers. I think that I will do it that way. And you know what? Creating checkersTV channel, my intention was to cover different variants of checkers and not only one. So, okay, I think that American checkers are the best to monetize because most of drafts enthusiasts know them, or just people who entertain playing drafts or checkers. But I think that many different variants of checkers are just deserve to show something about them. So that's the reason why from time to time you can see different variants of checkers on this channel, checkersTV. Despite the fact that the best for me, the variant that I was learning the most is international checkers, international draughts 10x10. I was playing 8x8 when I was a child, and I stopped when I was about 12, 13, something like that, and then I fully focused on international 10x10. This guy is not allowing me to make my favorite combination. Exchange. This could be quite strong. But if it is winning or not, I don't know, because this attack, that's right, lets him to use this exchange. And I can't go here to 18, perhaps I can. But then he can play to 23, he takes here, I take 1 for 2, and he has another 2 for 2, 1 for 2. So I try to be attacking in the central part of the board now. Pool checkers can be attractive for English audience. What are pool checkers? Or what is? Because I don't recognize it. How does it look? What kind of game is that? Okay. At some point he can exchange here, and that will be problematic for me to win it. Which move is more accurate? This one or this one? Or any other? And finally there is this exchange. So I can lock him by playing here, but can this be good? I'll go for it because other variations in this position are not looking that well for me. So now I don't want to go to 15 to let my opponent make an exchange. This 4 against 4 probably is a draw. Yeah, I think I can't win it. That is right. Pool checkers are played like Brazilian but without majority capturing. They stand in golden middle point between Russian and Brazilian. Okay. Interesting, never heard of those. Okay. Will I have any chances to win it? Because once he plays here, I go here or here, and he must give me something. After this one, I make this attack, of course, and after this one, I can go between the pieces. And if I had a chance to take the main diagonal, then maybe it would be winnable. That will be interesting last game. And my opponent has only 33 seconds now. Don't lose it on time, please. Okay. So I think now I have some chances. He must play here, that's right. He goes here, here, back, here, 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 here. Okay, I can go there. So the most important thing is to get to the main diagonal. Was that a mistake? I should go to 32. Oh, that was better then. But on the other hand, he has no way to exchange this checker. Okay. So maybe I can win it. Yeah, it's the one that I can win finally. So it will be another game of catching 3 against 1, but not. My opponent lost time or surrendered. I don't know which was the option. Ladies and gentlemen, finally this Georgian guy wins the arena with 352 points, and I think that could be a record. That could be a record. If I collect in 1 hour 15 points, and yesterday 20 and the day before 24 and 26, then how many hours you must spend to collect 352 points and win those daily arenas? It's amazing, it's amazing. Second place to Brazil, third to Panama. Let me claim my rewards. Which avatar I will get this time? Basketball player, thank you very much. See ranking 1 again, and fourth player from Uzbekistan, 200 points as well. So yesterday 200 points gave the top 3. Fifth place, Polish player, 197 points. Then we have UK, Great Britain actually, Argentina, Brazil, Philippines, this is Seychelles maybe, Poland, Brazil, Ukraine, United States, Russia, USA again, this is Moldova, Poland, this is Venezuela, perhaps. Brazil, this one I don't know, sorry, Ukraine, Brazil, this is Turkey, Russia, Poland, Spain, Poland, Brazil, once again Africa, I don't remember, Senegal or Cameroon probably, Romania after Brazil, and Poland, Germany, Brazil, Armenia, Latvia, Brazil, oh, this is some Malaysia or something. Is there Vatican? I think this guy is cheating. Or maybe we have some priest playing. Great Britain, this is Mali, Kazakhstan and Belgium on 50th, and then Mexico even. So to be in top 50, it was necessary to have 43 points and to be in top 100. How many? 26. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Twitch Stream Week Live event, evening number 5 out of 7. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT or 8 p.m. Central European Time we are playing 6th in the row. You can play joining this arena in less than 50 minutes, I guess, after claiming those rewards for the best players, and not only. Even I received something for the place number 185, some nice avatars and graphics from the company, from the application, are doing a good job, so it's worth to have some avatars. Of course, I must use it, this one, prepared specially for me, because everyone who plays against me must know that plays against streamer, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure, and I wish you all good night, good evening, and see you tomorrow. Keep in mind that during the day we are streaming Polish Women's Championship, so this is another occasion to follow some drafts events, some nice draft games, and tomorrow 6th and 5th round of the tournament will be played with some live commentary from my side, mostly in Polish, my domestic language, but if you want to hear something about that, just join and enjoy. Have a good night. Bye bye.